guys, Dr. David Jockers here in my kitchen with my beautiful wife, Angel.
Hi.
And today we're making turmeric bars. And this is actually a really tasty snack that you can make literally in minutes at your own home. That's phenomenal for cleansing, detoxification, reduces inflammation in your body, and incredible for brain function. And so here we go. We're gonna talk a little bit about the ingredients. So right here, we're gonna start actually over here with turmeric, one of my all-time favorite superfoods. It's an Indian spice, orange spice. You gotta watch out because it can stain, but it's amazing for reducing inflammation. It's one of the best things for helping support healthy blood sugar and blood flow. And in our Super Brain program, we talk a lot about healthy blood flow and healthy blood pressure and blood sugar. And turmeric is amazing for that. Also helps reduce inflammation. So, if you have suffering with an autoimmune disease or chronic inflammatory disease, turmeric is one of the best things to be getting in your diet on a regular basis. When we use turmeric, we always want to combine it with good fats. Of course, we got coconut milk right here, which is a phenomenal fat. And we want to add in a little bit of black pepper. The pepperine that's in the black pepper helps maximize the absorption of the curcuminoid antioxidants. So this recipe is built in for success, so you can get the best absorption of the anti-inflammatory compounds in the turmeric. So again, you do have to watch out for staining, right, Angel? I mean, you got a white outfit on there.
That's right, yes.
So handle with caution when you're using the turmeric. Right here we've got stevia, which is our favorite natural sweetener. 100 times sweeter than sugar, no effect on blood sugar. Research has shown it has an anti-inflammatory effect on the body. So we're gonna use 10 to 15 drops of stevia. In a sense, you could flavor to your preferred taste. So if you want a little bit less, nothing wrong with that. If you want a little bit more, nothing wrong with that. Flavor to your taste. What we find is about 10 to 15 drops seems to work best for most people. Right here, we've got our coconut milk. So this is coconut fat. So we've got 2 cups of that. This is the full fat coconut milk. And if you're getting it, we got it out of a can. And a lot of people will ask me, well, when I get it out of a can, it seems to in a sense, kind of congeal or become real concentrated in one area. And so what I did was I took it, put it in a blender with the, in a sense, the watery part that's in there, blended it up, and now you see it comes just like this. It's real handy, real easy to use in a recipe like this, okay? And then, of course, we got our black pepper right here. We're just gonna put a pinch of that in. And then we've got our beef gelatin protein right here. And so beef gelatin protein actually comes from the cartilage of the joints of a cow, a grass-fed cow, okay? So a cow that's properly raised. And it comes from the cartilage in the joints. And so, if we're gonna eat nutrients from the cartilage of a cow, what do you think that will support in our own body? What do you think, Angel?
Cartilage.
Our own cartilage, right? And is that important?
Yes.
Yes, because cartilage, in fact, gelatin is so key for skin, for hair. So if you're a woman out there and you're struggling with maybe hair loss or your hair is real dry and brittle, one of the best things you can get is gelatin protein like this right here. Really good for the hair, really good for joints to prevent against osteo or rheumatoid arthritis, so healthy joint function. Also really good for the gut because the same proteins in there are extremely important for the gut. In fact, when we eat typical meat, right, so the muscle meats of animals, they're very rich in methionine and low in glycine and very rich in tryptophan, okay? And when we get a lot of methionine as opposed to this amino acid glycine, which is rich in gelatin protein, bone broth, organ meats, things like that our ancestors were consuming that most people in today's society aren't. When we're getting a lot of the glycine helps, in a sense, balance out the methionine to glycine ratio, which reduces inflammation in the body. It also balances out the tryptophan to glycine ratio, which improves our energy. If we get too much tryptophan, you think about Thanksgiving, we're eating all that turkey, right? We get drowsy. So it helps improve our energy, our overall energy as well. So this is a really good thing to mix in. In fact, I'll usually put in some sort of a collagen protein in my protein shake every day. Really, really good addition to balance out those amino acid ratios to support all those systems that we talked about. Now, the reason why we're using it in this recipe is this form, Angel. I know you're familiar with this. This form of the gelatin protein, what does it do to the consistency?
It makes it stick together.
That's right. So it makes it really stick together. So like if we're going to try to make our collagen marshmallows, you remember that recipe, right? So if we want to make a marshmallow, we want the gelatin protein, not just the straight collagen protein. And it's the same thing with these bars. It's going to make it stick together, which is really going to give us a more firm bar, something we can kind of cut out and be eating on a basis. And it's almost like a Jell-O bar, right? It's pretty much the consistency of it. Okay, so that's about enough talking, right? All right, let's get down to action. Okay, so we're going to take our coconut milk, and we are going to pour that in our pot first.
We have 2 cups.
That's right, 2 cups full fat coconut milk in the can. So we got the organic coconut milk in the can. Coconut, really good fat, supports ketone production. So if you're on a ketogenic diet or anti-inflammatory diet, coconut milk, coconut oil, these types of ingredients are amazing for that. We're going to go ahead, we're going to put in our cinnamon. And how much cinnamon do we have there?
We have half of a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon of cinnamon, which is an optional ingredient. I didn't even talk about that, but cinnamon's really good for blood sugar stability. I like to add it in this because it's so good for balancing blood sugar and providing antioxidants. In fact, cinnamon is the number 2 most rich antioxidant herb, okay? So right behind cloves. So very, very good for the body. We want to add that in. Now let's go ahead and let's put in that turmeric.
All right.
So here we go. We got the turmeric there.
We have a tablespoon of it.
Full tablespoon of turmeric. All right, let's put in a pinch of black pepper. So by a pinch, you're just gonna put like 1 shake, you know? It's not like you want a tremendous amount of black pepper, just a little bit will really allow for optimal absorption of the antioxidants. And then let's put in that stevia.
All right.
So we're gonna go ahead. She's got the liquid stevia, which is the kind that I like. And you can use different flavors if you like. With this recipe, probably the vanilla works good or the original. So she's putting in a couple of droplets.
I put a couple squirts.
Squirts? Okay.
Which is probably equivalent to the 10 or 15 drops.
That's right. So she's putting in a couple squirts. And again, you can kind of rearrange how you like it. If you want more stevia, if you want more flavor, boom, you can add in a little bit more. If you want a little bit less, you can drop back and put a little bit less. Okay, so now we're gonna take this, we're gonna put this on the stove top for a few minutes until it gets warm before we add in our gelatin protein. So we're back with our turmeric bars here, and we started kind of pulling these out. You can see, right, they're soft, but they're gelatinous. So in a sense, they're sturdy, and you can just take a bite right out of them. Why don't you try that out, Angel? How is that? That's got that collagen protein, that beef gelatin in there. Again, the turmeric, the cinnamon, stevia, coconut milk. So it's amazing. This is a phenomenal recipe. It's got clean protein, it's got good fats, tons of phytonutrient-rich antioxidants that are amazing for reducing inflammation in your body.
I bet children would like this. It reminds me of the Jell-O jigglers we used to eat as children.
That's right. As long as you don't share with your children what the ingredients are, they may just like them, right? They're actually sweet, they taste good. And you can see basically when you look at this, all we did was we refrigerated it and then just cut it up into pieces, and you can just pull it out with a spatula like that. Put it right on your plate. And these have a long shelf life, so you can stick that in the refrigerator, right? And I would definitely try to eat it within 3 to 5 days, okay? But should be fine within 3 to 5 days. If you need it longer, you can always stick these in the freezer as well and then defrost them. So that is our turmeric bars, an amazing recipe to help you burn fat, reduce inflammation, support healthy brain function, and truly help you thrive in life. And I know you're out there and you're like, hey, I want to thrive. Try the turmeric bars, they're gonna be good. If you wanna see more great recipe videos and advanced healing strategy videos, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here, or you can also go to our website. That's where you can sign up for our newsletter. There's tons of recipes, advanced healing strategies, all the things that you need to really get the information and the resources to accomplish your health goals. We love seeing people transform, and we want to be a part of helping you reach your highest level of health. So we'll see you in a future video. God bless you.